my friends, welcome back to Rosie's Creative Wings. I hope everyone's doing well. Today in this video, I just wanted to share the process of me making my covers for this journal. It's pre-recorded, of course. While doing this journal, this is the Nationality Journal. This is a collab that I joined with Crafting with Isabel and Dahlia from Mandali Cards and More. I will put that video down below if you want to see the whole video where I revealed the journal. But for this video that I'm going to show, I'm showing the process of when I started making my cover for this journal. So the first cover that I made was only 1.5 inches, and I had to remake it because, of course, this is a beast of a journal that I winded up doing. So the first cover was 1.5 inches, totally different than this one. So I'll be showing that one, but the one that I will be redoing will be the 2 inch. So it's kind of similar to this one, actually the same cover and everything, but I just show you the process of how I made this cover. But I don't wind up using either of those covers that I show in the video. I wind up making it into a 3 inch. So the one that you're going to see in this video that I'm going to show is the 2 inch. I wind up tearing that one apart, taking the covers apart from it, and making this one, which I added a bigger spine. But I already recorded the video. I figured I might as well show the process of making it. It is a pretty long video, so I hope that you guys will stay and watch the whole thing. And then if you're interested in watching the reveal of this video, I will link that video down below in the description box so you can see it. This one is also a super long video. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show. I figured I just put it out on YouTube, being that I already recorded it, and you guys can enjoy it and maybe learn some tips and ideas on making covers, since we all do different things with our covers and we all have our own ideas and techniques. So I figured I'd just bring it out and share. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and any questions or comments, put it down below. So I hope that you will stay and watch the video. I will see you in the next one. Take care and God bless. Hey my friends, welcome back to Rosie's Creative Wings. So today I wanted to share a journal that I'm making. So in this video I wanted to do the cover. So I did a cover already, but of course the spine was too small for my signatures. I did fill up my signatures with so many things that now I have to make a bigger spine. So originally my spine was 1.5 inches, and so this is the original cover that I made. Came out really nice, just the way I wanted it. I kind of made my journal longer and skinnier here. So this is a challenge that I joined from Crafting with Isabel. She is hosting it. So we're supposed to make a journal of our nationality, where we were born or where we grew up and things like that, our city or our country. And so, of course, I was born in Brooklyn, New York, so that's what I'm doing. So this is the cover that I made for my journal, but it's too small, the spine. So I'm a little bummed, but I'm going to make another cover and make it 2 inches. Let me just show you. So here are my spines, and they're super big. Look at that. So I mean, I could probably try to fit it, but look at that. I'm not even going to do that. The spine is way too small. So I will be doing another cover. So I'm showing it now because the challenge is already done. We already showed our books. If I'm showing this video, that means I already showed the journal, but I wanted to just record how I'm going to do the cover. So what I did here is I put some cork on the corners, and I did collage the whole thing with book pages. which I really love this look. I did some sewing and I found some brads and I just put the brads there to pin down the cork for corners. And then here I just did this, I just put this fabric. I wanted something that will give it a pop of color. I thought that this one went really well with the cover, so yeah. And then here I sewed some, what do you call that? I forgot what they call that trim. I sewed it there. Sorry, I think it's sorry trim. Sorry silk trim. So I sewed it there. Yeah, and I love the way it came out. So I'm so sad that I can't use it for this journal, but I'm gonna save it and use it for another journal that I'm gonna make. And as you can see, this is the sewing in the inside. I was gonna cover this. Well, I will cover it eventually and use this for something else. Yeah, so that's my original cover. Of course, I don't want to use the same image because if I use this for another journal, then I'll have two different ones. So yeah, a little bummed that it didn't fit. I should have known, because this is what I do, especially with this journal. There's so many things that you can say about where you grew up, your city. It's just a lot. So I'm going to put that aside. So the photo that I selected for my second journal is this one here. I added, of course, the American flag and the Puerto Rican flag on the top. And I added this here, Brooklyn, New York City, Brooklyn. And I like this one because it has the Freedom Tower right in the back, which is awesome. So while I was looking for pictures, I thought that this one was the best one. I love this one here, the silhouette in the black, but I'm going to use this one here for the cover. So I thought about using this for the cover. The only thing, it is a little bit flimsy, and these are these folders that kind of like the vintage ones, the older ones that look like this, that you can get. I got these from work. They were getting rid of them, so I took them. I have a few more, and so I thought that maybe I can use. I cut this one down. This one actually has, if you fold the part here, it's exactly 2 inches. But I'm not sure if I want to use this, because then I would have to back it up. Originally, what I was going to do was use watercolor paper like I did with this one. This is watercolor paper. But then I thought that maybe I can still use this one, just back it up here with the watercolor paper. And this one too, it'll make it sturdier. Because I do like this green. I feel like this green is like a vintage kind of feel. Not that I'm trying to do my journal vintage, but it's kind of like a mixture of a lot of things, which most of my journals are. See, that would look nice in that color. So I thought about just cutting down this part here. Of course, backing them up first, but for the front, use a piece of watercolor paper, bring it down as a border, and still do like the collage on it. So I think I'm confusing you guys, but I have a idea in my head. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let me see. I do have to back up the spine because the spine is pretty like flimsy. And back this up. Back this up here. Then also do this one here. So I would have to do the whole thing on the inside to make it sturdier. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I cut this watercolor just the same size because I thought about using this for the cover before. I thought about using this, so I think I'm just gonna glue it on. And I think it fits perfect, so I don't know what glue am I going to use. I need to use my Fabri-Tac for this. You know what? I didn't even I should have done that. I didn't even measure the spine with this. Not the spine, sorry, the signatures. I'm just gonna put this one, being that I've already started the glue, and then I'll check it. That's something that I should have done way before I did this. Just using all my glue with this so let me just see. Yeah, I have to cut this down. This is what I meant. So I have to trim it down just a little bit. I can trim it down with that. So yeah, I'm gonna trim it just a bit. So I can use this one here. Yeah, gonna put it in here. So I'm gonna use my bigger one. Okay. This part's a little bit, needs a teeny bit more. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this one on here. And it's going to be a little bit bigger, but I'll just cut it when I'm done gluing it. do have to cut this part here. And that makes the book a lot sturdier, so I'm just gonna cut off this part here. There you go. So now I need to do the spine, and this one is already cut here. So I could just do this like this, just to enforce it even more, and then just glue these edges to that, which I think that's the best because it's going to be even more sturdier if I do that. Let's see. See, like that. So I think I'm going to do that. Just finishing. Finished? Yeah. Okay, so I do have a new one here. I'm gonna just open it. Okay. 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 No, Grayson, stay down. Stay down. I'm doing something right now. I can't be up here. That's my little kitty. He wants to come up to my desk. Okay, so let's do this now. Make sure it's in the center. No, you can't come up here now. No. Okay. Okay. I think that that's good. See? That's perfect. So now the book is so, the cover, so it's so much sturdier. Look at that. See, this doesn't bend. I also wanted to put a piece of tie back in the middle just to make this part here when I do the pose to add the signatures. This is always good to protect the spine. So I'm going to take a little piece of this. I'm going to just measure it like that. I really don't have to put it all the way here. I just wanted to put the middle, mainly the middle, just because of the hose. So let me just do it again. I should have just put this through the trimmer, but I already started, so still needs more. All right. So let's use this here. That's it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some glue here. Okay. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so that is the spine. Yes, that looks really nice. So what I wanted to do in the front is, of course, this picture is going to be there, right? But I want to do kind of like a border like this, because I don't want to cover the whole this green. I really like the green, so I think I'm going to do that. And I think I'm going to put some metal corners as well. I think that will make the journal really nice looking. So let me just see. I'm going to trim this down, because I think I'm going to use the other trimmer to make the edges like if it's ripped. So I just want to more or less see. So you see, if I can do a border, see this white border, but instead of the white border, it will be like the collage border with the book pages. But I have to see if my corners are gonna fit. Let me see. Is this it? Yes, this is it. So I have the silver and I have the, what are these? The bronze, I think these are. Yeah, bronze. And I have the, whatever these are, rose gold and gold. So I don't think I'm going to do those because of the bright twist between the silver and the bronze. So let me just see. I don't know if I wanna I don't know, I'm confusing myself right now. So let's say for example that these are a little bent. And that, right? So the border has to fit so that it doesn't clash with the ending, the corners. So you have to see. So something like that. That's kind of the idea. I mean, it may change. I don't know, because I'm like a little hesitant. I'm debating right now. So I'm going to use my Deco trimmer. I haven't used this trimmer in a while. And I'm going to do the edges. Something like that. And a border. Let me see. It would have to be all four, right? Like that. And then the border. So I don't know if I should trim this down just a bit more. At least the top part here. Yeah, because I want to give it room to do the border so that it shows. And I definitely don't want to take out the Freedom Towel. This is why I love this picture, because it has a Freedom Towel right there. So I may just trim it down just a bit more, and that's it. And then I just gotta measure. We don't need so much of this guy, that's why. It doesn't take away from the picture, the image. Yeah, so I just gotta measure for the border. I think that's good. I'll put these away for now. Okay, so let me see. What am I going to use for the... I can use a paper. So I don't know if the border should be this big. And then, so that the corners can fit nicely without the... I don't know what happened to them. They got all bent. So be very, very sturdy. So I winded up using the watercolor I'm happy about the cover now. So I am going to use my ink and just distress that a little bit, but let's do this now. Okay, so I did cut out some little scraps that I had from the first time I did this. So I cut them out with my scissors. Right here I have all these little scraps that I want to use. Put them in this little bag here. So I'm going to use my big mega all-purpose glue. I love that glue. I actually didn't think it was good, but it turned out to be a pretty good. I'm going to go get another one. So we're going to start with the little pieces. you go. So let's see the image. So I wanted something like that. To go into the center of the cover. Something like that. I am going to sew throughout and just make the sewing lines that I did on the other one. And that's the way I think I want it to go. So let me just put these little papers away. Okay, so I'm going to just distress this a little bit and even the cover here. Like that. So let's see. It's gonna go like that. But of course I want to do the sewing first. I'll do that off camera. And like this. So that is what I want. But I feel like I have to bring out the picture a little bit more because I feel like it kind of gets lost in this. So I gotta see what I can do. So for this one here, I did sew like sari silk. I don't know if you can see that. So I may do something like that, but I don't know that I want to do it that color. I think this color went good because the picture's kind of dark, so it kind of, but for this one, I don't know. So let me just, oh, I don't know if I should sew this. Maybe I should just do like a border and then like another border, because the sewing is not going to show too much because the picture's covering it. So this one here, the back of course looked really nice because I did the whole thing. But I'm not going to do it on the back of this. I'm going to leave it just like that. So for this one, since it's going to be mostly covered, I don't think I should sew it. Maybe I just should sew just the all around and all around the picture. And see how that looks. I'm going to sew, I'm going to put this in the center. Where I think is the center. I think it's right there. Let me get the glue. Let it dry and then I'll sew it in. I think that's the center. It looks okay to me. That's it. So that is my image for the front of my book. So I'm just going to sew along the edge, and maybe I'll do that with green, but like the hunter green, just so that it matches the cover. I think that'll look nice. So I'm gonna set up I'm gonna change the color of the thread on my sewing machine, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I sewed it. I think it looks so much better. I'm gonna bring it up so you can see it. So I sewed around here, and I sewed on the top too. So I think it looks a lot better. And it shows the picture standing out just a bit more with the sewing. So you notice I put the American flag and the Puerto Rican flag, and I added this to it. So I'm happy with that so far. Yeah, that's awesome. So now this goes here, and I'm debating if I should round the corners, but if I do that, then I can't put the metal, so I'm not going to round the corners. Now I don't know which one I should put. Should I put the silver, or should I put the bronze? The bronze kind of like gets lost, and the silver stands out a little bit more. Maybe I can make the silver just a tad bit dirtier, grungier, but I still want I think the silver stands out more. So I don't know. I'm definitely going to put one of these on the corners. So, yeah, guys, so I think I'm going to stop the video here. Just wanted to give you an idea of how I did my cover for my Nationality journal that I'm doing for my challenge. Not my challenge, for the challenge that Crafting with Isabel is doing. So yeah, this is the cover, and I guess you'll see the finished journal when I show it. I'm hoping that everything comes out. So what I'm going to do in here is my thought is to put an image here and an image here of New York or whatever I'm working on. So I kind of want this journal to kind of look, it has a lot of history. It's going to have history, and it's going to have modern day, like right today's day is going to have history from way back. So it's a combination of a lot of things. So that's why I wanted to do this type of cover for it. So yeah. So that's it, my friends. I'm not gonna continue with the video because my videos could be so long. So I just wanted to come on and share that part with you guys. If you want me to show you the rest of it, like because I'm gonna do the inside as well, and finish the front, which you guys already have an idea what the front is gonna look like, but do the inside and just finish the whole cover. If you want to see that, let me know, and I'll do another short video of that. But actually, I'm gonna keep recording. But if no one requests to see it, then I won't show it. But if you do, then I'll show it. So yeah. So this is my first cover, which I really love, and I put fabric here just to make it pop, because it kind of looks like it's vintage, and so I wanted to kind of give it contrast. And then I had these bags that I put here, and you see all the sewing. I was going to cover this, of course, but yeah, that's the signatures became too big, so. But I'm definitely going to use this for something else. I really like this little cover here. I'm thinking that maybe I can just put do signatures blank and then just add photos and stuff to it. I think that would be nice, kind of like a photo album, because I had so much fun doing this nationality, looking for images, and you know, since it's about you and how you grew up and you like your city or your town or your country, there's a lot of things that you should look up. I mean, at least I looked up a lot of history on Brooklyn, where I was born and raised, and so yeah, it was a lot of fun doing this challenge. So yeah, my friends, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna keep recording the rest. If you want to see it, let me know, and I will show it. I'll put a part 1, part 2. But of course, this is after you already saw the journal completed, because I don't want to ruin the surprise and all that good stuff. So thank you for joining me for this pre-recorded video, and let me know what you think. Send me a comment. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.